Okay, I think we're live. I'm pretty sure we are. Let me just check here on my YouTubes if we're actually live. I haven't done a stream in quite a long time. Okay, so we're live apparently. Okay, I haven't done a stream in quite a long time. It's been a while since last streamed. I think it's been over a year. And I'm sorry if anything is a little bit scuffed here. I'm sorry if something is a bit wrong, if something's off. It's not my fault. It is, but it's not my fault. So basically, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna try to add a boss fight in less than 3 hours. Why 3 hours, you ask? Because currently it is almost 9 p.m. As you can see here, it's currently almost 9 p.m. And before midnight sounds like a pretty good time to have a boss fight. So, uh, I don't know. I try to come up with something to explain it, but it's whatever. So, I don't think we actually have anyone watching, so let's see how that goes. If no one watches this, then I'm sorry to myself. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna plan out how this is going to go. So, as you can see here in game, we have quite an extensive amount of level already done. I don't think you can see anything because there's so many trees in here. But currently we have this much. Let me go from the beginning here. So I haven't shown the game in quite a while. It's been a pretty long time since I last showed the game. And this is where you begin. You go from here all the way to the ruins here. You do a lot of shenanigans here. You open the gate, and then you go through this little forested area, and then you go to this forested area, and then you go to this other forested area, and then you go to the village, and that's where the game ends for now. It ends here at the entrance to this big building here. So the problem is that we don't really have a place to have the boss fight in. We don't have an arena. We don't have a path to the boss. We don't have an arena. So we're gonna work on that now. So my plan is to have the arena be here on this big area that we've got going on here. And the good thing is, okay, the bit rate is a little bit down. Doesn't matter. No one's watching. So the idea is to have the boss fight be here in this little area. And since we have a little shortcut here to the beginning of the level, I think this would be pretty interesting and pretty nice. That being said, we have to connect the two here. So let's open up Blender and see what we can do here. Oh my god, my computer is not gonna handle this. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so we have Blender open up here. We've actually have to find the file, and there's so many blend files here that I actually don't even know what it is. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So, to connect the two, we have a little cave here. I think I'm gonna keep the cave system going on to the little arena place here, but I don't think we're gonna have this chapel over here. I don't think we're gonna have any chapels anymore because we already have one here. We already have this chapel, and I think this one is a little bit out of place now. It doesn't really need to be here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say bye bye to it, and bye bye to you as well, and to you, 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 and to you too. Okay, so all of you, bye bye, and we can start from scratch here. Okay, so the cave system, I think it's fine the way it is. The problem is that it's not long enough to connect to the building here. So we're gonna have to do a little work, and I'm gonna actually rotate it to this direction here. Oh my god. I'm gonna rotate it here, and then I'm gonna bring it up maybe like this, and then like this. Expand it a little bit, make it straight, and I think this is fine for now. Okay, so the reason why this is fine is because we're gonna go from the back door of this place here to the cave system. So we can actually do a little extrude and fill here. And we can do some stuff like this, like maybe increase the height of this part. And oh my god, my light's gone. No! Yeah, bros, it's over. It's so over. We're back. Let me see if the light's looking good. I think it is. Uh, okay, so we have the cave system going on here. And the problem now is that we have to design the interior of this building. And I'm really not into I'm really not too excited for doing that because this is gonna be pretty difficult. But basically, we're gonna have a little tower in the entrance here. I'm gonna push it a further a little bit, like maybe like this, and we're gonna have a main room, which I do not know if it's large enough. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna face orientation. I'm gonna flip these normals, and I'm gonna see if it's big enough in game. I don't know if that makes any sense what I just said, but you'll see what I'm talking about here. So right, does it have a collider? I do. Yeah, it does have a collider. So we're gonna spawn inside of here. I'm gonna take the soul stone and spawn inside to see if this is any good or any bad. Cheers. And well, I think it actually is pretty big actually. I think it's a little bit tall, but we can have like a second floor here. Doesn't It's not a big problem. So I think that in terms of size, this big box here is pretty nice. So we can actually just do this then. I'm gonna extrude it a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna extrude only the first floor. This is gonna be like a hidden area or a closed off area. We're gonna extrude it down a little. And inside we're gonna have a little crawl space, not really, but more of a staircase leading to the caves. So I think I'm gonna have the opening be like here or so, like have a door like here, and then we can have a little door like this here. Let me see if this is too big. Actually, let me delete this. It would be pretty useful to have a reference model here, but I don't have a reference model, so we're gonna have to go with that. Cheers. And I think it's maybe a little bit tall, but I think this door is fine, I guess. Maybe a little bit too tall, so we're gonna have to shrink it a little bit. Maybe by oh my god, no. Um a meter? Yeah, I think a meter is fine. So we're gonna do it like this now. Yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty nice. Okay, so this door will lead us to the caves somehow. somehow this is gonna all connect together. Trust me. We now need an opening to the cave system here. So I think this could be here. And we open a little hole here. We take out this face and we maybe extrude it here. Like this. Actually, I made a little mistake here. I should be taking out this face as well. Okay. Now we have a much larger opening. And we can do this now. Okay. Fill it in. And then we can delete this, and then okay, this is a little bit confusing here. And we just open it up like this. Okay, maybe let's see how this is in game. Get a little better perspective. Cheers. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, I think this is actually pretty good. The cave system itself, it's a little bit shallow, I would say. It's not very interesting, but we can work on that later. And I think this part on the back is a little bit, it's a little bit of nothing. So maybe just remove it or make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Here we are at the entrance of the cave. I think this feels nice. It's not too large. We have this opening. Yeah, this part is too long. It doesn't need to be this long or too big. I think it can be a lot smaller than this. I think the cave overall can be a lot smaller, a bit narrower. I would say it's a bit too wide. I think, unless I can come up with something to put in the cave to make it more interesting. But currently, it's just a big old piece of nothing. It's just a big old piece of nothing. But at least we have a means of getting to the boss fight arena, which is gonna be here. So I'm just gonna do a quick work on the cave, so it's not unfinished. Yeah, this part here is completely useless. I'm gonna just remove it. Okay, let's take out this face, and we're gonna fill it in here. No, we're gonna fill it in, make it a lot smaller. Yeah, this one also can be smallified a little bit, and we can take some of these faces here from the side, make it a little bit smaller. Take these ones here, and also make them a little bit smaller. Maybe a little bit shorter too. Give some, let me just turn this off here. Give it some character. Maybe, even do something like this. Okay, so I think the caves are fine the way they are. Actually, I kind of forgot something. Let me just increase the roughness of these. Okay, so they look a bit more straight. And it's fine. It's okay. So for the arena, now this is where we have a little problem here. I don't know what kind of arena I want to do. I honestly don't really know what kind of boss arena. I already have a boss arena here on this part of the level, but this is going to be the second boss fight and not the first one. So here for the first boss fight, I don't really know what I'm going to do. We have this big open space here that we can obviously use. But in terms of thematics, I don't really know what to have the boss fight be. the boss fight arena. I do have the boss itself as a model. Let me show you here how it looks like. So where am I here? Let me go into the... Okay, here we are. So this is the boss arena where it's going to be. The boss is the Dark Root Titan. No, it's not this one. Did I do something here? I don't know. I think I did something wrong here. Dark Root Titan. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Dark Root Titan boss. So, this is gonna be the boss fight. I already have it pretty much done already. The modeling when it comes to it. So this is gonna be the guy. So this is gonna be the guy that we're fighting. Since we already have the modeling, the texturing, it's pretty much, it's a rough draft. Okay, it's a rough draft, and this is gonna save a lot of time. So all we have to do is basically make the arena, make the health bar, all of that stuff, and make the AI of the enemy. That's gonna be the most complicated part. Making the AI is gonna be pretty difficult, but this is the guy that we're gonna fight here. Actually, let me just show you how he is in game. Where is the spawn point here? Let me just put the spawn point here, and we're gonna see how it looks like in game. It's pretty cool. I made this boss, I think it was maybe 2 years ago actually, and I never really used it for anything. I never really used it for anything. So, this is okay. Something is a bit wrong here. We're getting some errors. The game is not gonna load here. Oh my god, let me just do this then. I think we have to remove all of the AI of the enemy. Let me just remove everything then. Because some stuff is just not working here. I think this is gonna be enough. Okay, am I gonna be able to play the game? Crossing the fingies? Okay. So this is the boss in game. It's pretty big. It's kind of huge. I think it's gonna be pretty cool actually to fight it. I think I might make it a little bit smaller though. I think this is a bit too much. I think this is a little bit too big to find. Let me equip some weapons here. Like we're just gonna be hitting uh the foot here, the shin of the boss. We're not gonna be actually hitting the boss itself. So I think it's gonna be a bit stupid for us to be hitting the shin all the time. So maybe we are gonna have to do some work on that. We also have a little ability here. I never showed it. Let me do it again. I never really showed the ability here, so this is what it is. It's pretty cool, I guess. Let me show you some other weapons too that I got going on here. Maybe this one too. Look at the weapons that we have here. They're pretty crazy. So, this is what I'm going for here. So, what kind of arena should we go for this boss fight? That's what I'm getting at here. Should we do some ruins? Should we go for just a forested area? Should we go for a forested ruins? I don't know. I don't really know what to do. So that's what I'm trying to figure it out here. But as we're figuring that out, I think we can start working on stuff like for example, the fog wall that we're gonna need a trigger for the boss. Let me just check if things are doing well here. Am I working? Okay. So I think we can start working on the fog wall for the boss. So we can start. And I'm just gonna delete it here real quick. Okay, so we need a fog wall. I'm gonna create a game object here. Let's say that this cube is gonna be the fog wall to start the boss. Like this over here. We need a place to determine where the boss fight starts and where it ends. And I don't really know how to come up with that. I think I'm just gonna do some ruined gates over here to kind of make the perimeter of the boss fight. So we're gonna begin by adding a new game object here, a little cube, a little archway, I would say. I'm just gonna call it arena archway. Where is it? I'm gonna call it Arena Archway, and it's gonna be around here, I think. I think this is a good place to start the boss fight. So we're gonna rotate it a little bit, go into edit mode, and just expand it substantially here. Okay, and we can make it a little bit taller, like this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And I see a little problem here. let me just let me just push it here to the side. Okay. Push this to the side as well. Maybe a little bit further. Okay. So this is going to be the entrance to the boss fight. And now we're going to make a little archway here. Yeah, I think this is decent. Here. Okay. So take this off. Take this one off too. Take the faces, and we're going to fill it up now. And take these faces over here and just put them down. Okay, and then do this, and we have a little archway. Okay, so this is gonna be the entrance to the boss fight. I think this is huge. I think this is gonna be absolutely massive. So let's see if the scale is any decent. Yeah, it's huge, absolutely massive. Let's open the game up and see how it looks like. Actually, I don't think this is too big. I think it's a little bit tall and thick, but overall, I think this is pretty decent size for the fog wall. I mean, it's for the boss fight, so it must be something very imposing and very imposing. So, what I'm gonna do is, oh my god, why does it stretch down so much? Okay, I'm gonna take it all and push it down a little bit and make it a little bit thinner like this. And I'm also going to take the sides here and make them a little bit shorter like this. Yeah, I think this is better. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, we're back. I think we're back. I think the microphone is back. Okay, so for how long, like, have how long has my microphone been off? Like since the start of it, since the beginning. Okay, you know what? At least we only have one person watching. 5 minutes. Okay, okay. So my microphone has been off for 5 minutes already. So that's a good start, I think. That's a good start. Just joining in, so no idea. Okay, thankfully we're fixed now, and the light just turned off. God, everything is going wrong here. Let me turn on the light again. Okay, you're working now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the microphone here all times. So I apologize if it goes down again. So basically, what I've been doing here, if you want to catch up, so I'm making a little boss fight here, and I'm currently working on the arena. And I made a little entrance here to the boss fight with a fog wall, and that's pretty much it. If you want to see how the boss looks like, I think I've got it here. Yeah, the boss is here. So this is the boss fight we're gonna implement today, or try to at least. It's a big dude here. Let me just. Actually, I'm gonna open it up here in game for you to see. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, the microphone is on. I'm gonna stay the whole stream like looking at the microphone now to see if it's still on, because the light is on. Like the light is on, but it doesn't have any sound. It's hello, hello again. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into what's going on here, because like as you saw, like I had to turn it off and turn it on again. Something's going on here. I don't know what. So like I was saying, I'm just gonna be lazy here and copy the thing, and I actually think I'm gonna have a little disc. Let me just show you what I'm thinking here. I'm gonna have a cylinder here that is gonna be acting as the like kind of ghost in the machine. Yeah, it's I'm being haunted by something here today. I don't know. I mean, I haven't done a stream in such a long time that I feel like everything is bound to happen. Like everything wrong is bound to happen here. So we're gonna make it 20 meters maybe, mm, like this, and this is where we're gonna stand in to fight the boss. So the area here is not very leveled. It's a little bit uneven, but I don't think that's a big problem actually. I think this is actually gonna be pretty cool because we're gonna have some. Okay, so now we don't see anything at all. Um, Let me just take these faces and push them down a little bit so we can actually see the floor. No, I'm stupid. No, this should go up. No, what I'm doing. Okay, so is this good or not? I think it is. Let's take this face here and push it down a little bit until we can see it. Okay. Then, yeah, we can push this one a little bit up. Okay, so now we have a place to stand on, and I'm gonna keep pushing this down. Okay, so we have a place to stand on and fight. Let me see how this is looking like in game here. Okay, I'm gonna add the texture. And now we have to add a collider, mesh collider. And the ground layer. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, is it better or is it worse than just being on, like, grassy grounds? I don't know if this is better or worse. I mean, of course, it's very rough still, but I think that having the arena like this makes us, like, gives us a little bit of an edge here. I mean, it would give us a little edge, like a place to fall. That is what I'm saying here. I think having it be a flat ground gives us, like, some room to fall, which I think would be funny. Like if we push it here, for example, we have a little ledge that we could fall, or maybe we could even make the boss drop from here. So I think that would be pretty funny if that was the case. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep the disc thing here, and also I think I'm also. So, I think I'm gonna implement some little obstacles. So maybe some pillars in the middle or something. Let me add more cylinders. Actually, I'm just gonna no, I'm gonna add another cylinder here. And this is gonna be the arena pillar 1. And we're gonna take it and put it here. And these pillars will be a little obstacle during the fight, so we could use them to either avoid damage or to get stuck in. So we can have some pillars, some pretty tall pillars here that go way down to the ground here. So we're gonna have one here, maybe another one here, like have them be randomly placed in the sides, so we have like some room to wiggle around, you know. All right, so I think they look pretty cool. I'm actually gonna put another texture to them so it's not the same thing all the time, because this is looking a little bit stale here. So we're gonna have different textures for them. Stone blocks and stone blocks to you. And maybe stone blocks to you too. What do you think? I don't know. I think I prefer this one. So let's have this one here as well. Okay. We need to get rid of this chapel because we're not going to use it anymore. And bye-bye chapel. Say goodbye to the chapel. Actually, I'm getting rid of this chapel because we have another one here. I made this other chapel that has a semi-boss fight in it, which I think is going to be pretty good, pretty cool. So we're going to remove this one from here. Okay. So now that we have a pretty decent boss fight arena, let me just... Oh my god, no. Let me just put it here. Okay. Now that we have a pretty decent boss fight arena, I would say, we can start working on the fog wall logic and having the health bar appear for the boss fight. So here we are. Okay, I think this looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, I actually think this looks pretty cool. I think we can have some trees inside the arena as well, because this is supposed to be like a foresty area, and this is supposed to be like a foresty titan demon thing, whatever. So I think that having some vegetation here would be pretty helpful. So maybe have some trees here to the side here, and have the edge be mostly stone and ruins. Let me see here the ledge that I was talking about here. See, you have this little dangerous area that you can fall from, which will be pretty funny too. So let's take some trees here and push them to the side. On the hill cliff face as well. Yeah, here this part you're saying here, this little edge. I think this will be, yeah, I think it will be pretty nice. Let me take some trees here. Like have one here, maybe. Yeah, the trees are huge. I made the trees like super big. Let me put another one here in this part as well. No, wait. Have another one here maybe. Maybe the tree's like falling, like it is a little bit tilted. Bigger than I realized. Yeah, they're absolutely huge. Like the reason why the trees are so big is because then I don't have to place as many of them. But yeah, they are absolutely insanely huge. Let me take this. No, let me take this one. No. Okay. Let me put a birch tree here, and maybe a purple tree. I don't have the small purple trees here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a normal tree here. Maybe one here, and then another one here or so. Mm, yeah, I think it's a little much. Yeah, I don't know if I like this tree over here. I think it's this one because of the shadow, because I think it's making too much of a shadow in the arena. So I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration. So I think having the ones here on the cliff side is good, and maybe one here in the entrance. But more than that, I think it's a little too much, especially considering the trees are absolutely massive. So let me just open the game here up and see how it's looking like. Okay, I'm just checking if the microphone is still working because you never know. Okay, so yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think these trees are so big. Like I think they're so massive. I gotta make them a little bit smaller, dude. They're too big. They're too massive. But regardless of anything, I think it works. Okay, so this is where we're gonna fight the boss. Okay, now comes the annoying part. Still on? Okay, so it's still on. So here comes the annoying part, which is making the fog wall. I think I already have a fog wall script. I don't have a fog wall script. Okay, I was pretty sure I had one. I don't have a fog wall script. Okay, I thought I already had one. Oh, I think it's boss trigger. Yeah, it's boss trigger. This is the old script that I had for starting the boss fight. So this is something that I made a few years ago. Actually, this was the OG fog wall. So this is the OG one. Even took a long time to load. Yeah, the script, as you can see here, the script doesn't even exist anymore. So yeah, it's over. We're gonna have to start over. Actually, I can just delete the prefab here. It's not gonna be used anymore. Yeah, just be gone to the prefab here. So the way this is gonna work is that scripts, we are in the scripts folder. We're gonna use a little event. I really didn't want to code on stream because it's so boring to watch, but I think there's no way we can avoid it. So we're gonna create a new script. It's gonna be called fog wall, and let's open it up and see what we're gonna do with it. Okay, we're finally here. So the first thing we need is we're gonna have to on trigger enter because this is how we're gonna check if the player. Okay, why does GitHub want me to die? Why does GitHub want me to die? I don't know. I don't get that. So we're that's not what I want to do. So if the other is a player, okay. I don't want to die, bro. Why does GitHub want me to die all the time? No, I don't want to die. Okay, so if it's a player, we're gonna start the boss fight. So we're gonna private void start boss fight. Okay, so we're gonna start boss fight on trigger. And how do we start the boss fight? That's the big question. So I think I'm gonna use an event for this, but I don't know how should I do this. I'm sorry, but I didn't plan anything. I started the stream with absolutely zero plans on how I was gonna do the boss fight, so we're gonna have to figure things out as we go. So I think we should probably go for an event, but I think that it's better if we just assign it in the specter because that way we know which boss we're activating for each fog wall. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So we're gonna have a reference to an enemy core boss to activate. Yeah, thank you. So how do we activate the boss fight? That's the big question. Um, maybe we should differentiate from an enemy to a boss. So let me just check here. That's so difficult. I should have planned this better. Oh my god, I don't want to be stuck here for 3 hours just coming up with a fog wall. No. Okay, so the way my things work is that we have an enemy core, which is what spawns the enemy, is what makes the enemy work pretty much. So I think I'm gonna make a boss core instead of an enemy core that will start the brain. Or maybe, no, I should probably make a different enemy brain. Oh my god, what do I do? I'm a little nervous. Oh my god, oh no. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this guy over here, and I'm gonna make him a regular ass enemy. So he's gonna be a regular ass enemy. So here's how it is. We're gonna take the skeleton, for example, skeleton, and from the skeleton, wait, from the warrior, spectral warrior, its name. Okay, so from the skeleton warrior, we're gonna take it and make the boss fight. So dark root titan, and here we're gonna change the name of the enemy to dark root titan, and we just need to change the character model for it. So we're gonna take the dark root titan again. We're going to take it here and turn it into just a character model. So we're going to remove everything we have here. Remove this, and this, and this, and everything else. And now we're going to have a character model. So it's going to be a character model. Okay, so it needs an animator. It's going to have its own animator. Actually, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, we're gonna copy this one here. We're gonna take it out and we can delete this. Okay. Now we can add the character model here. Okay, so we're gonna put the animation events. The hand position is just gonna be the position of the boss itself for now. This one and this one here. Special attack, lock on target. These ones is pretty whatever for now. So we're gonna lock on point is gonna be this, and I think that's all we need for the character model. So we're gonna have Dark Root Titan model. Okay, we have the character model for the boss, and we just need to save it somewhere. So we're gonna have the Spectral Warrior model. Spectral Warrior model, and we're just gonna save it alongside it. So we're gonna save it here in the character model folder, Okay, so we have a character model for the Dark Root Titan, and now that we have the character model, here's what we can do. This is pretty funny. I just need to see here something, speed, attack. Okay, so something really funny that we can do here is we can actually play with the character here. Let me just open here the manager, the party manager here, and we can change from Lara to the Dark Root Titan. This is what we can do here. Let me see if it's gonna work. We just have to open here the model. Here it is. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I think it will, and it's gonna be pretty funny. Let's see what happens. And it didn't work. Why? Why did it not work, bro? Why? Okay, something's wrong. Oh, okay. I know what's wrong here. Okay. Wait a second. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. Wait a second. This is gonna work. I guarantee this is gonna work. Okay, so this is the problem here. You see the transform here? The transform is all over the place. It shouldn't be like that. It should be 0, 0. Okay, so fingers crossed. This is gonna work. Fingers crossed. Okay, we can actually play with the boss right now. I think we can even attack. Let me see here. We can equip weapons. As you can see, they are on the ground. And no, we we can't really attack. Wait, we can jump. We can run. We can even roll. And that's it. That's life. Let me do something here. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Let me make you a little bit smaller because I think it's too big. Maybe this much. And if we manually make it so that we are in the combat mode, let me just try to find it here. Ability sensor, player brain, I think it's around here. Combat mode, here, turn it on. I think no, we can't attack. Okay, we can attack. It's okay though. We can't control the boss here. Hey, bro. We can control the boss here. It's pretty funny. Uh, so yeah, it should work as an enemy now. So if we delete this one here, and if we go into the enemies here, like for example, take the enemy core here, and change this enemy from the soldier to the Dark Root Titan, it should work, I think. Attack 0, attack 1. I'm just gonna check something here, because these animation triggers are not. I don't think they're gonna work. Let me see. Actually, let me just play. See what happens. Fingers crossed. Everything's gonna go well. And we have a little problem here. Okay, what's the problem that we have? Oh, we don't have a sensor. Okay, we don't have an AI sensor. That's a big problem. So we're gonna Dark Root Titan model. Where is the model? I'm not finding it. Where is it? Titan. I just made the thing. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I have to type all the way through. Okay, so we need to put a sensor in this guy. So we're gonna just create a new object. It's gonna be a sensor. AI sensor. And it has to be the player layer is gonna be the player. The attack layer is gonna be attack. Obstruction is gonna be ground, and I think that's it. The eye point is gonna be itself. And let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. Let's see if it's gonna happen or not. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. Oh, I'm still the boss. But as you can see, it's following, it's chasing me a little here. Okay, so it's kind of working. It's chasing me now. It should do the attack animation. It did. It broke everything, but the attack animation was played. Okay, that's a good sign. Let me just where's the party manager? Let me change it back to Laura. Okay. Okay, so the boss can see me, it can chase me, and it can attack me. So it's pretty much done. It's pretty much already finished. How much time? 30 minutes? Oh my god, it's such a record time. Okay, so it's following me here, it's seeing me, and it's gonna try to attack. Oh, it worked. Oh my god, the attack worked. Okay, so it has two attacks. It has this long range attack, and it has a smaller range one, as you can see here. I still cannot hit it or do a lock on to the boss, but it's whatever, bro. The boss is working. It's kind of working. So something we gotta fix here is the what is it called? The nav mesh. As you can see, it's a little scuffed here. We're gonna have to rebake it, and I think it's decent enough. Yeah, I think this is decent enough. This is the area where the boss can walk. This is the walkable area of the boss fight. So one thing that I have to do here is actually adding is tagging it. Do I have to tag it? I think I have to tag it. I think it has to be tag enemy, and it needs a collider. So it has a capsule collider. We're gonna make it pretty big. Where is it? Where is the handle? Why is it so small? Why is it so small? Okay, it's gonna be pretty huge. Oh my god, it's gonna be pretty huge. It's gonna be pretty big. And I think that's all we need. Maybe a rigid body, but you never know. I don't know if we actually need a rigid body, but I'm just gonna put one anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. So I think we can actually hit the boss now, and I think we can actually lock on to the boss right now. So increase the radius a little bit. Okay. Let me see here. Fingers crossed. Every time we go into play mode, it's fingers crossed for things to just work perfectly because it's a pretty rare occurrence for that to happen. Okay, so we can lock on. As you can see, the lock on position is a little scuffed, but we can actually do it. And let me see if I can damage the boss. Let me go into combat mode. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can't. What happened here? The stats. Oh shit. Oh shit, bro. Oh shit. We're messing with stuff that shouldn't be messed with here. Okay. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about this. Let's change the position of the lock-on system. So, as you can see, the lock-on position here is just the starting point of the model here, which is at the foot. So we're gonna have to create a new empty object, which is gonna be the lock-on position, and it's gonna be around here in the dick. I think the dick is a pretty decent position for you to lock onto. Maybe a little bit lower. So we just have to assign it here. Lock on point the dick. Okay, so let's try it out again. Every time I'm just clicking the microphone to see if it's still on. I'm traumatized. Okay. Yeah, we are locking on the dick. I don't know if the dick is a good position. Actually, what do you guys think? Should I go lower or should I go higher? I think this is a little bit too high though. I think the boss is just too big. I think it should be a little bit smaller because it takes up too much space on the screen. Let me do a little test over here. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Maybe 80%, 75% the size. Okay, I think this is a lot more manageable. Yeah, I think this is a lot more manageable of a size for a boss fight. I don't think it has to be too big. But that's just me. What do you think? Holy shit! Holy shit! It's chasing me like crazy. If I go too much, if I go too far away, it's gonna chase me. Because it has the AI of the regular enemy, so it's just gonna chase. You see, it's chasing me like crazy. It's going too fast. Yeah, it's too high. It's pretty big. I think I agree. I agree completely. So we're gonna go into Blender and change the size of the boss there, so we don't have to scale things every time. Where is it? Entities? Oh, it's here. Okay, so we're just. Why is the origin point? Oh, actually, no way. It doesn't have an armature? Wait. 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 I think this is the wrong one. There's no way this is the right one. It doesn't have an armature? Wait. What am I doing wrong here? Wait. Root Titan. It is this one, right? This one has a one. Okay, so where is that? It's on enemies, boss. Okay, it's not this one. Okay, it's enemies. Am I going crazy or there's no enemy folder here? What the hell? Uh. Okay, so it's assets animation. Okay, why is it in the animation folder? Animation, enemies, boss. Okay, I'm saving things in the animation folder. Okay, we're gonna scale it 2.75, and we're gonna apply the scale, and we're gonna save. So now we should be corrected. Let's see if it's gonna be decently sized now. And okay, I think this is maybe no. Wait, is it just me or is it floating in the air? I think the boss is floating in the air, bro. Wait. Why is it floating in the air now? Why is it floating in the air now, dude? Did I do something wrong here? I think I did. There's no way. Why is it floating in the air? Okay, so let's open the model again. Model. And here it is. It's not floating. Oh, it's because of the collision here. No. Is it? Is it because of the collision? We'll never know. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's because of the collision. Okay, so we're gonna just fix this. Floating a bit. The boss walk in the arena. Yeah, they do walk a little bit. They are a little bit floaty, but this is a bit too much, and it's because of the collision here. It's going below the boss fight, the boss model. So if we take this and put it here, I think we should be fine. Let's test again. And okay, yeah. No, it's floating even. Okay. I think it's because of the animation. I honestly think it's because of the animation. It has to be the animation. There's no way it's not the animation. Okay, let me see something here. Because in theory, it should be here. But when the animation plays, it floats up. Yeah, it's the animation. Okay, it's the animation's problem. For some, God knows why. Is it the hip position? No. Oh my god! I made these animations in Unity itself and not in Blender, so that's why this is gonna be so scuffed to fix. This is gonna be so scuffed to fix because animating in Blender in Unity is kind of difficult, I will say. So I think I'm just gonna, for now, manually put it down. Yeah. Oh my god. I think I'm just gonna manually put it down every time. It's not the best fix possible, but it's a fix. Okay, look at this shit. Oh my god. What is wrong with it? Like, why are the legs separated? Oh my god, this is such a terrible thing to happen. Okay, maybe it wasn't the brightest idea to do this. Maybe it wasn't. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scale it in Unity, and that fixes it for now. But eventually, I'm gonna have to work on this, but I'm not gonna do it now. This is gonna be a bit boring. So let's just put it at 0.71. Bonus feature, 100%. Like whenever the boss attacks, it stretches its leg like crazy, like this. It's especially funny considering how you don't have anything connecting the legs, which is not supposed to be like that, I might add. Um, but it's whatever. Let's see if this is a good fix for now. God damn it! I should have planned a little bit more whenever I started streaming because I didn't have any plans at all. So I'm just going as it is. Okay, so yeah, this is a decent fix. I think this is a decent size for the boss fight. As you can see, the health bar. As you can see, the health bar is way down. As you can see, the health bar is way down, and I'm gonna have to add a health bar to the UI. So that's what we're gonna do now. So let's go into the game view here, and I have a UI manager. Actually, let me see if I already have a boss health bar. No, health bar. Enemy health bar, player health. Okay, so I don't have a boss health bar, so we're gonna have to make one from scratch, which is pretty fun to do. I actually like working with the UI here. So battle UI. I think this should be the on the battle UI maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna use the battle UI for this. So we're gonna create a new slider, UI slider. Okay, so this is gonna be the boss health bar. Boss health bar. And we're gonna drag it down a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do something here that's gonna be pretty useful later. Boss health bar parent. And let me just open it up here. So the boss health bar parent is gonna work by managing the health bars for the boss fight. So maybe if we have a boss fight with two bosses, it's gonna be inside here. So we're gonna have two of them here, like this. So that's why I'm making a parent. So let me just delete this one, make it a little bit, I don't know, higher like this. So like for example, if we have multiple boss fights, we're gonna have like one here and then one here and 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 one here. You know, it keeps going further and further. So that's what we're gonna work on. Okay, so the health bar here has to be a lot thicker. Wait, no. Has to be a lot wider, not thicker. I mean, it has to be thicker too, or taller. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of like this. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make the boss health bar parent be all the way stretched to the screen. Okay, so the boss health bar doesn't shouldn't like stretch over the UI elements. So maybe like this. What do you think? Is this a good size for a boss health bar? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I'm gonna have it down here or maybe up here on the screen, on the upper side of the screen. I don't know which one is better. I think I'm gonna keep it down to make it consistent with Dark Souls, which is the game I'm copying. But I'm not too sure about that, so we're just gonna keep an eye on this. The handle slider, we don't need this, and the fill area. Wait, let me just the value. Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust the background to be a dark red color, like this. You're used to them at the top. For me, it's the opposite. I've never really played games with health bars on the top. I think Skyrim is the only game that I play that has the health bar on top. So for me, it's a bit strange having them on the top. But we can try it out then. The fill is going to be a bright red, not too bright. Maybe something like this, and the light turned off again. Let me just turn on the light again. Okay, thank you, light. Um, okay, so up or down? I'm gonna try to do something different here. I'm gonna have it be on the top side of the screen for once. Maybe here is a good place, and we need to see the name of the boss fight. So, here we're gonna add a little text, Mesh Pro, and we're gonna have boss name here. And should it be like this? Maybe be below the health bar itself. Let's do a little test here. Dark root Titan. Okay, it has to be a lot wider than this, and the text should be on the middle and a little bit closer, I think, and also a little bit smaller, maybe 24. No, 24 seems a little bit low, so 26. And then Times New Roman, location text. Okay, maybe make it a little bit darker. I don't know. I think that the health bar itself is a little too tall. The height, so we can make it a little bit smaller like this. What do you think? Let me pretend. Let's pretend that we're fighting the boss with the health bar there. Let's see if that looks good or not. I clicked play twice. It opened the game and then it closed automatically. Okay, that's pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, the problem is that it's kind of messing with the player health bar on top, as you can see here. So I'm not too sure if this health bar is gonna work or not. Hmm. I think I should probably keep it below or make it a little thin, a little. What's it called? A little thinner. Hmm. Let me let me try it out. Let me see something here. Um, let me put it down here. Maybe a little bit lower. And then we have the name be above it. And should the boss name be centered or be to the left? Like this. What do you think? I think that if we're gonna have it be below here, I think it should probably be on the left. Yeah, adjustments can always be made later. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I think this is simple enough that we can work with. I think that we can work with this for now. Hmm. Yeah, I think this is decent enough. Yeah, I think this is decent enough that we can go with. And I think we're gonna call it quits for now. I know that I said I was gonna do in 3 hours, but I've been streaming for 1 hour already, and my throat is already giving up. Uh, what I think we did. Oh shit! I think we did a lot of progress here. We got an arena. We got the boss fight going on. We have some attacks that break sometimes. That breaks every time you get hit. And we have a little health bar that doesn't work for now, but we're getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't check if I can damage the boss. Wait, let me see if I can actually damage the boss. Okay, so we can lock on here, and we can. Okay, let me dodge this one. I don't think we can damage the boss. Shit. Oh shit. We cannot damage the boss. We should be able to. I don't know why we're not able to. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna fix that before leaving. Where is the level here? Enemy. Here it is. Okay, so for some reason we are unable to. Oh, it's because it's not a trigger, I think. Let me see if that's the reason why. No. Okay, no, that's not the reason why. Okay, I think it's because it has a rigid body, maybe? Let's remove this. Okay, yeah, we can damage the boss now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can damage it, and we could even kill it if we want. See? We can fight the boss, then we can kill it. It objective cleared, or you're gonna say that it's not a boss fight. I don't know. I think it is. I think this is a boss fight. It's not really, but I think this is that's enough for a day here. So, thanks everyone for watching. We actually got to 6 viewers, which is pretty nice. A bit more than I was expecting. You can expect more streams during the week. I'm just doing this more of as a test run. I'm going to start streaming more frequently. And this is probably going to become a video in the future, so you're going to appear on the channel. Malum Phasma, your comments are probably going to be appearing on the future video if that ever comes up. So, thanks for watching. Until next time.